What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Truthville, USA. I am Q. So I'm getting my hee-haws in, man. I don't know if y'all have been watching this absolute train wreck that we call the mainstream media, but they are losing their minds today, which I told you it was going to happen. As soon as that judgment came down, or that ruling came down from the Supreme Court this morning, immediately damage control. These people have made so many promises, and they have gassed up their base on Trump was going to be put in jail. Nothing. Trump was going to be impeached. Nothing. They have promised their people time and time again that they were going to finally end themselves of the Trump situation, and they have not been able to do so. And now they are getting desperate. Now, I've been watching all of this unfold, and I told y'all yesterday that if this decision came back unanimous, it was going to have to change all of their ideas. It was going to have to completely change their strategy. So the immediate strategy was going to be to discredit the Supreme Court. They were going to use that to be able to push this narrative that they need to pack the Supreme Court because Trump has stacked it for Republicans and for conservatives. But when the conservative and the liberal judges all came back and said, no, put his name back on the ballot, the state does not have the ability to do that, it caused a major issue. Now, they left a little bit of opening, which I don't think has much of an opening at all, but they left a little bit of opening in saying that that it requires, if they are going to take this loophole, as I would call it, of the 14th Amendment, they would then have to have 2/3 of both houses. So 2/3 of the House of Representatives and 2/3 vote of the Senate as well. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get 2/3 of both to agree on anything. All right, just being real about it. But now you've got these Democrats, Jamie Raskin's coming, and he's promising that he's got his colleagues working to bring a bill and to bring it to the floor so that they can vote on getting rid or taking Donald Trump's name off of the ballots in all of the states. Now, this is funny because sometimes you get more out of what people don't say than what they do say. Now, the interesting thing to me is that many of y'all are worried that they're going to come up with some type of a wacko indictment in order to put Trump in jail. The only real hurdle that Trump had as far as not being able to get reelected would be this 14th Amendment. If he were found to have committed an insurrection, then he would be banned from running for office, according to our law. Jamie Raskins sat on the January 6th committee. He was also behind the second impeachment of Donald Trump. He has all of the evidence he needs to be able to say, yep, Trump definitely committed an act of an insurrection. He is an insurrectionist. All that information that Jack Smith has came from Jamie Raskins. If Jamie Raskins, think about this, if he were that confident in the findings of his committee, if he were that confident, why would he then be willing to exhaust the political capital to try to put it's a fool's errand, but to put forth a bill to take Donald Trump's name off all ballots? I mean, if he did a great job and got all sorts of good, solid proof that Donald Trump is an insurrectionist, all he has to do is sit back, wait for Jack Smith's findings, and wait for the trial to be done, and immediately Trump's done with. But Jamie Raskins knows what all of us know. This whole thing was a sham. They don't have the goods. They don't have the info that they need. They've been gassing their people up using false narratives in order to get people to turn against Donald Trump, and it hasn't worked. Every single weapon that they've tried to use against Donald Trump has only made him stronger, and it's only unified the people against tyranny. Now, I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that they're actually going to succeed in bringing this bill forward? You guys think they're going to have the votes? Can they get 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the Senate? I'm curious to see what y'all think about it. Thank you for your following this channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Be blessed.